Calling all music enthusiasts, independent artists, and music lovers everywhere, Thursday night starts right here. This is where great music gets heard, real talent gets recognized, and positive energy takes center stage. Whether you sing it, write it, play it, produce it, or simply love discovering it, we want you here. Because if you've got it, we want to hear it. Leave the stress. Bring the vibe. Get ready for great music, real conversation, exciting discoveries, and nothing but positive energy. This is Good Vibes Only, the Thursday session, and now bringing the voice, the soul, and the energy, the frontman of WinkLoveLoss, Antonio Journie. Welcome to Good Vibes Only. Music lovers, this is your Thursday night destination. Turn it up, bring your best energy, and remember, if you've got a song, we want to hear it.
Welcome to Good Vibes Only Thursday session. I'm your host, Marlena. Today we've got a special guest, the frontman of WinkLoveLoss, Antonio Journie. Antonio, thanks for joining us. For everyone just discovering WinkLoveLoss, who are you and what do you hope people feel when they hear your music?
Again, thank you, Marlena, for having me on Good Vibes Only.
Anytime.
And I guess, like, who I am just a regular guy that has a lot of ambition, creativity, and passion for what they do. And I look at trying to make the world better by the little things that I'm able to create and that gets recognized. And you know, as far as like with the band WinkLoveLoss, you know, I want people to know that WinkLoveLoss is I guess not just a band, but like a power-driven, emotional, like all-around type of feel-good band.
So, real emotions, but with a sense of uplift too. What's one song that captures that feel right now?
Smile for the Camera. Because that song, Smile for the Camera, is a song for anyone that has, you know, been crushed by whatever the day brought them, and they don't feel like moving on, but then they look in a mirror or something and they see their reflection, or they're with their friends who've had the best day of their life maybe, and they want to take pictures or selfies or something, and they want you in them. And basically that song is just saying like, hey, it's okay, we kind of like all go through that, so just go ahead and smile. You'll feel good a little bit if you just smile. Just give yourself a smile, because you're still around and you still have a chance. And at the same time, you know, the clouds might be showing, but above the clouds is always blue, so it's coming. You know, that's what I think would really associate with what we're talking about.
That really paints a picture, like acknowledging the clouds, but looking for that blue above them. If you were telling listeners to just smile, it feels like an invitation, not a command. Is that how you want it felt on record?
That's how it is on record. It's like an invitation. It's just like an invitation to smile, you know? And you know, it's even like when you think about like the greetings of people, like when they meet each other, you know, it's like they're smiling like when they meet each other, you know, most of the time. And the smile is a friendly smile, you know, it's a universal. No matter who you are or where you've been, it's a universal thing, and it kind of brings some type of happiness. So yeah.
Yeah. Smiles as a shared language. That's a nice, warm place to start. Antonio, every artist has a moment when music stops being just something they enjoy and becomes something they have to create. So, what was that moment for you? When did you realize music wasn't just a hobby, but part of who you are?
You know, I got into music like a long time ago when I was a kid. My mother used to, play the piano a little, and she tried to teach my brothers and I. And I used to write poems and songs for my mom because, sometimes she was a single mom, so it was like sometimes she'd have her days. So I always thought that, one day that I would do something with music to help her out and to help my grandmother out and my aunt who passed away out because we were raised by 3 women. And my mom, she was definitely there for us primarily. She was there. So I think I knew like at an early age that, I would like to try to have something to do with music.
Yeah, I hear you. That feels like music growing out of care and family. Did that make you see songwriting as like a responsibility or more like a refuge?
It was a refuge. I mean, because I'd write about like all my ideas and the imagination. Because I'm a '70s baby, right? So it's like in the '70s, imagination and creation was just it was out of the ballpark, off the roof, and you were free to explore that. And as part of that exploration, I would write, and I did that, and I wrote for, like I said, my mom. I wrote some things for my siblings. I wrote things for classmates, and yeah, I think that's how it just kind of really. I think that's just kind of like how it really like built up and became a really good part of me.
Did writing feel more like a safe place you could go, or something you owed your story and your family to carry?
I really felt like it was just like a refuge, because it was something I grew up with in the '70s. I was a '70s baby, and creativity was at its apex, and you're free to explore things and to just have an imagination to where whatever you thought, whatever you believed, you could see it and you could make it come true. And that went from like building dirt bike tracks to fort houses to everything. And so I just thought that writing would be something that was just like I could do in the moments when I wasn't actively being outside. And that's what I did.
That's powerful. Writing as a refuge, a space just for you when the world got too loud. Was there a moment later where that private refuge turned outward, where you realized, oh, this is something maybe others need to hear too?
Well, that's a good question. I think I think it became something where when I had my first little girlfriend, I wrote her a song and I started singing it to her. That's when I was thinking to myself, like, oh well, like my vocal skills weren't on point, but I was giving them my all. But the lyrics were definitely on point, and I just thought to myself, like, hey, I just do me. I just do me and make, whoever is a recipient happy, and I'll make myself happy, and I just did that.
That's such a sweet story. So that was the first time singing something personal to someone else that made the inner world become shared. Did that spark feel scary or exhilarating?
Both. I still, even to this day, I really get nervous going on stage. Even to this day, I mean, whether it's just going on stage talking or going on stage to perform or something, I still get nervous. But at the same time, it's exhilarating because you don't know who you're gonna touch at that moment, and people are there. They're there to hear you speak, hear your thoughts, to believe in what you're saying, or to have an opinion. They're here. They're there to pretty much bond with you in this moment of life, with their time of life in this world. And it's kind of like all of you coexist in this moment, right then and there. And that's special. That goes beyond anything when somebody takes the time to do that. So yeah, I think it really connects when people take the time to think about, well, how are these people getting here? Where are they coming from to see me? And they think about like what it took for me to be where I'm at, or the band where I'm at, right?
Yeah, that sense of connection, like everyone's breathing the same air for that one song. It's risky too. Does that risk, that vulnerability, does it still feel worth it every time you step up there?
Every minute of it feels worth it. It really does, Marlene.
Beautifully said. All right, we'll take a quick break in a second, but before we do, when we come back, I want to ask you about that first girlfriend song. Was it ever performed live? Stay tuned. So, before we roll, Antonio's about to perform Again. We'll be right back.
Chaos has been days, a void of nothingness, a clash of confusion, confusion, chop the process, songs wide open. Time keeps going, your beauty has grown. You someone stumbling and reaching up, but ahead of you see the difference. It's not the intention to be rude or mean, with no consideration. What's given is received. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. No, it's a silly thing watching someone else's love while creating a taste of your own. Again and again. Sometimes it's easy to overthink too much about those people who don't care. Such gives you no control over a single rush. And you won't find anyone worthy of your touch. You break, you alone, you want. Don't consume, you won't have to run. It's not the intention to be rude or mean, with no consideration. What's given is received. watching someone else's love while getting the taste of yours again and again.
Edit that in. Let's jump into the next segment.
Welcome back. That was Again and Again from WinkLoveLoss, Antonio Quickhead. What surprised you most about how listeners respond to that song?
Well, I think what surprises me most is the fact that listeners are opening to new music and they are open to positive energy and a new saying on what they probably already felt, but that's just being put out there.
That's clear. So you're finding your people, folks who want that lift. What's the quickest way fans can support you right now?
Well, right now it's on YouTube, and I have a music platform I'll be launching here pretty soon called the Mainstream Frequency, and people will be able to find us on that as well. And I will eventually recreate our social media from like Instagram to the Facebook and probably Blue Sky or something, so that fans can take more routes that they know of to reach us and stuff. But that'll be later on.
Perfect. Quick and clear. So YouTube now, and stay tuned for the platform and socials. Welcome back to Good Vibes Only Thursday session with Antonio Journie of WinkLoveLoss. Before the break, we teased that very first song you wrote for your first girlfriend. Antonio, did that song ever make it to a live performance, or did it stay just between the two of you?
That song right there, like, it definitely stayed between myself and the high school, because the entire high school knew about it. Like, right. Yeah, so I don't know, like, I've since written many other things, but yeah,
Sounds like that one got around.
Yeah, it did.
So, looking back on that moment, do you laugh, cringe, or kind of smile at how it set you on this path?
Kind of do both, because I was outside it was like in the middle of the day, where everyone was outside like doing something in their yard, and I was in her driveway, and she in her bedroom overlooked her driveway, and I was singing to her from her driveway loud. People were like looking around, like, you know, and so I cringed, but at the same time I felt good about it because, I mean, we dated for a couple of years after that still, and at this, you know, in the same retrospect, it was like it did, you know, like inadvertently keep me on my path.
That's gold. From driveway serenades to full stages, huh?
Can't wait for the full stages. I hope those come. That'd be like huge. That'd be a blessing, I really, in my life. Like, honestly.
Absolutely. Yeah. That arc is already yours. Every step counts. Okay, next question. When you first started sharing songs, not just with one person, but with rooms of strangers, what did you learn about yourself?
I learned that I'm a little bit more braver than what I thought I was, and I was a little bit more tougher because I could take criticism, whether it's good or bad or impartial. And I learned that not everyone that comes off as a wolf is your enemy, and not everyone that comes off as a dove is your friend. You know?
That's a hard-earned truth. It sounds like music taught you discernment as much as it taught you courage. If you could tell that younger you, Driveway Antonio, one line before he sings, what would it be?
The garage bar, Antonio. I would tell him to keep your chest out, your head up, and you believe in God, and one foot in front of the other. Keep pressing on. To go out and have fun. That's what I would say.
Simple, straight to the point. One question you wish interviews would ask but never do.
That's a good one. I think I want interviewers to ask, you know, and this is something more than just the like, how are you, whatever. I think I want them to ask, like, how are you living today?
That's real.
That's
so
real.
How are you living today?
I'm living, I'm not gonna say the day by day cliche, but I'll just say that I think I am living, I'm living to keep hope alive and my dreams alive. How about that?
That's the pulse. Honest and grounded. Let's carry the energy forward. Alright, you've got a song coming up. Tease one more time in one sentence.
What's that?
Tease one more time in one sentence.
Tease.
Yeah, tease the song one more time in one sentence.
Oh, tease the song one more time. Sorry about that. I don't know. Sometimes I'm slow, man.
Don't worry.
I think one more time is a song about redemption, coming together and loving each other more unconditionally a second time, and maybe, you know, and hopefully a last time.
Strong and clear. Alright, let's roll one more time. We'll be right back.
Sweet.
smooth skin. I long for your smile. Let me be there for you a while. 'Cause we may not see tomorrow. If this is the last moment we get, don't let me slip like yesterday. Oh, like it mean forever, even if forever fade to late. Let your love shine through to lead always. Ain't going another day without you. One more time is all it takes. I get into your army. I'm needing you, wanting you so deeply. Still in these words of feel, I swear I couldn't love you more than I do now. Only time will take. If this is the last moment we get, don't let it slip like yesterday. Only like it mean forever, even if forever fades away. Let your love shine through to be always. Ain't going another day without you. One more time is all it takes. I wanna believe you're mine. Bring your light back to your eyes. I wanna believe that there's nothing to lose if you only lost in time. Said I'm dying, you just touch me in time. Forever, more than ever, and ever, shine through to be always, to be always. All day without you. One more time, from the takes. Oh, let your love shine through to be always. One more time. One more time is all it takes.
Welcome back. That was One More Time from WinkLoveLoss. Antonio, how do you take care of yourself so you can show up like that?
Well, I have a membership at Jet Fitness here in North Carolina, and I work out, do a little cardio, and I don't know, I go through some vocal exercises with various, teachers and everything, but that's what I do.
That's a solid routine. Last quick one, clock ticking. What do you want folks to feel walking away tonight?
I want them to feel that
Coming out of sped, what's a small moment lately that's refilled your creative tank? Just a snapshot.
a small moment that refilled me. I think what has refilled my creative tank is the fact that I moved from Iowa, North Carolina, and I have tried to build myself a new life here. So yeah.
That's big. New place, new spark. And how's that showing up in one concrete example?
Well, I meet people daily, and it's like I have to ask myself, what if? What if?
That's stinky and honest. Okay, right. So, Antonio, with everything tech is doing to music right now, streaming, AI, all of it, where do you feel like music is headed?
Where do I feel like music is headed? I think with the advancement of technology, from the speaker box to the synthesizers to the cassettes to the CD players, MP3 players, CDs, and where we are with streaming, I think we're on the right track going into AI. However, though, there are people that pervert it because they've never performed before, and they've never they don't have any blood or sweat in the game, but yet they make a lot of money, or they get record deals from it. Just like when you remember when one of the record labels signed some AI agent. You remember that? Or so some AI artist. I don't know who it was that signed the AI artist, but there's a record label that signed the AI artist. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think you're referring to that AI rapper signing with a major label. It caused a lot of backlash, and the deal ended pretty quickly afterward. Sure, technology is a tool, but the human journey as the heart.
Facts. 100%. AI is a tool to help you, to help in life, just like equipment. Like a wrench or a screwdriver. That's what AI is. It's something to help you make something better.
Yeah, that's a strong, grounded landing. Thank you for leaving us with that, Antonio.
Sweet.
Now, tee up answers. One tiny sentence.
Tee up answers. Like, what type of tee up answers are you looking for?
Just give the song answers and describe it in one short sentence.
Oh.
What should people listen for?
That's good. I like that. Well, Answers is a song about. It's just a song about being truthful with someone. A song about giving all of your answers when you're being asked these questions, and you know that maybe you're guilty or you're suspect of being guilty, and it's just about giving someone either the closing to move on or the closing to forgive.
That's clear and compelling. Let's roll answers.
Thank you for tuning in to the Good Vibes Only Thursday session. Keep supporting great music, keep spreading positive energy, and remember, if you've got a song, we want to hear it. Leave the stress, bring the vibe, Good Vibes Only.